right, DA. Thank you. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
And a total of 6 players out of action for tonight. The basketball gods seem to be displeased.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the small forward position. Now here's James. Caldwell Pope outside. They get it back. McGee. And a missed layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Now here is McGee. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
LeBron against Westbrook. He gets it in there. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
And McGee kicks to James. Misses the 3.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Good D by LeBron. Knocks it loose.
Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005, and amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, James.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
And both free throws good for LeBron. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Westbrook. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he wouldn't want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't have to wear his body out as much as he has in the past. And criticized and counted out, you knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
The 3 from Harden, drills it from outside.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
And finished off by Davis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's James. Outside, Green. Six to shoot. Knocked away. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Tucker. Here's Harden on the wing. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Green. Pass to Davis. Fades back. Harden grabs the miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Russell Westbrook. He gets that one.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 5. From beyond the arc, another miss by Houston.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3 ball. Westbrook's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Green passes to LeBron. The second chance effort. McGee's shot is off. From down low. That's good from Davis on the assist by McGee. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And it's good for 2. McGee's got his second bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Covington passes to Westbrook. And no good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take 3s as often as possible, over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application in how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range broke their own record last year in three-point attempts.
Here's Davis. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it, and he makes that one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Smith checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Green.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Tucker can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Lakers leading by 11. To the middle, here's Kuzma, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Green against Kuzma, and Green gets it to go.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Waiters outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. He hits the second from the line. Rockets trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And some nice passing there by Houston. There's the pass to Carroll. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clemens. Rebounded by Howard.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Howard. The 11-footer. It's good. And the Lakers lead by 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Carroll. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Green. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Green's got his second basket of the game.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Waiters against Rivers. Kept alive. And Kuzma slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's McLemore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Off target on the 15-footer.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Smith inside, working on Green, and he gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Rivers. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Waiters on the wing. Wide open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
There's the dish to Green. Another miss by Houston. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. It's an 18-point lead. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here's Westbrook from outside the arc. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Rockets trail by 20. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the point guard.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And, Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Shooting two.
Free throw drops for Jeff Green.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
And Jeff Green drops them both. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. It's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end, love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Shots good by Waiters. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now Kuzma. After Westbrook's missed three, Howard, good.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Now here's McLemore. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bounce pass from Carroll. The kick out to Westbrook. Shoots a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lakers leading by 20. Here's Caruso. Inside. Out to Kuzma. There's the three. But they get it back with the second effort. Carroll with the rebound. Houston's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the inside, Rivers. He's off on that one. Good D by Howard. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Waiters on the wing, guarded by Green. That's good from Howard on the assist by Waiters. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. And 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Waiters surveying the D. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Lakers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House has checked in for Ben McLemore. And James Harden has subbed in for Rivers. Free throw, good. Waiters.
And for so many things that the Rockets do right, one area they can lapse in is rebounding.
Yeah, and a big part of that, I think, is they play a lot of small ball, and the defense is decent, but the rebounding suffers when they go small. They were bottom 3 in the league last year in rebounding.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now. Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
House the pass to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. From deep, hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Ball coming, ball coming.
James looking around. And the dunk by James.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered him.
Now Westbrook. He's got 15. Covington in the corner. And another 3 for Houston.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
James outside. And they double up James. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go. Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Howard. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 21. Pass to Westbrook. Passes it to House. Back to Westbrook. And there's the pass to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. Over Howard. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. He kicks it to Davis. Down low. Here's Waiters. And the shot goes in. Waiters got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's sent back by Howard. A nice shot by Tucker. Lakers leading by 21. Waiters outside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's House. That one doesn't drop. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
For 3, Westbrook. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
James outside. Floats it up for Davis. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Green comes in for Dion Waiters. Rockets trail by 18. Pass to House. Clemens. James covering. Covington kicks to Harden. Off target with his three.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
LeBron, good. James has got 4 this quarter.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Rebounded by McGee.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Now here's Green. James dishes to Davis. Good D by Covington. And for Houston, their shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Lakers. In the corner, Harden, 6 on the shot clock. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's James. 10 points for him. He had a nice open look right there. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Tucker. No good again that time.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Caldwell Pope's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers. The Rockets shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Now a timeout called by Houston. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Now, here's Covington. Goes back up. Excellent defense there from Smith.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Green. Softly drops in the floater. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Tucker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect. If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And stolen by LeBron. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and they double up James. To the paint. And Green with the basket on the assist by LeBron. Green's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Green against Harden. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 4. And that'll.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
LeBron.
And McGee kicks to Caldwell Pope. LeBron against Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
You know, that's one of the reasons LeBron is so hard to defend, Kevin. I mean, he puts you in a tough spot, forces you to foul him because he's so strong and athletic, and then he gets himself to the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And, well, whatever your feelings may be on the Rockets, you can't deny their offense works.
Yeah, it does work, really. I mean, I agree with you. 2nd in offensive rating last year, 4th in effective field goal percentage. This team knows how to produce points and be efficient in doing so, and they stay with their approach. They don't let teams take them off their game plan.
4 on the shot clock. Covington inside the line. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Los Angeles guys shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Green's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Green. LeBron against Covington. LeBron passes to Davis, and it goes down 2 points. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And he gets it to go. He's got 16.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Good on the 3-point shot.
And, you know, Harden is super reliable from outside the arc. He's got that sweet lefty stroke, and it's a thing of beauty to watch.
Harden against Green. Floats it up for James. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. And that one is good. Westbrook's got 20.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Danuel House. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And here's Westbrook from the arc, and another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Green. Morris outside. LeBron is doubled. Shot clock at 5. Back to Davis. Shoots over Covington. And it's Davis missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
McLemore, the pass to Tucker. Over Caldwell Pope. And Houston again with the bucket.
Yeah, filling out the defense, Tucker gets the look he wants from mid-range.
To the middle. And the dunk by James.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Westbrook. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And he goes in for the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And he converts the layup. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Here's James. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Tries again. Trying to get open as Davis. Morris, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
That one good for 2. And now it's 27 points for Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Good work there as it goes.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Dion Waiters checked in for Danny Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. The Lakers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range, terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game, even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot.
Shooting two.
And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Free throw, good Waiters.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Houston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Rivers with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. A nice shot by Rivers.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Howard, the pass to Waiters. The offensive rebound. And it's Howard finishing it off. That gives him the double-double, 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Kuzma outside. Howard kicks to Caruso. Waiters outside. Howard in the post. He can't hit that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Green, the pass to Westbrook. The Lakers with the rebound. Inside, and Howard with the stuff.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can, and he's pretty good at it.
Rivers against Waiters. Passes it to McLemore. Back to Carroll. He dishes it to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. The Rockets again can't hit. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now the pass to Morris. Shoots over Carroll. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first points of the night. And for the Rockets, they're shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. And here's Westbrook from the arc, rebounded by Howard. Lakers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Waiters passes to Caruso. Morris outside. Here's Kuzma. Another shot, and Howard finishes it off. Howard's got 6 in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
That shot a little beyond his normal range. 34 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Pass to Howard. Waiters with the ball. He's got 9, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters. J.R. Smith's checked in for Morris. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Pass to Rivers. Passes it to Clemens from downtown. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Daniel House has checked in for Houston. The pass to Rivers. Clock at 6. Outside, Green. Houston needs to get a shot off, and they pick up 2.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Now here's Waiters. 1:58 left to play in the third. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Green passes to Clemens. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Lakers. Here's Caruso. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Carroll. 11 feet away. That one a little long. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Kuzma. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Kuzma's got 12 in the game.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
Outside, Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Waiters. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 11.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Carroll. Shoots the 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. To the inside. Kicks it to Waiters. Passes to Smith. Here's Caruso. Takes a 3. And that's good. J.R. Smith for 3. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got JaVale McGee, Jared Dudley out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Cook in at the point guard position. And for Houston, they're shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Dishes to Green. Stolen. Here is Cook. High, arcing shot, and the layup is good. Cook's got his first 2 points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Green against McGee. And the pass to Rivers. 5 to shoot. They get it back.
Yeah, Tyson.
And here's Mbamute. Back to Chandler. Second chance shot. Green kicks to Chandler. Now Mbamute. Pass to Clemens. For 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor.
No, don't leave Smith open.
Chandler against Smith. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
One shot. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Mbamute, the pass to Rivers. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Cook, he feeds it to McGee. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Rivers finds Green. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's the teardrop. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Two.
No good on that one.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Good on the second free throw.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Smith kicks to McGee. 6 to shoot. Caldwell-Pope for 3. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Clemens. Chandler outside. Down low. The pass to Clemens. Lobbed up there for Chandler. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Smith outside. Back to Cook. Takes the three. Trains the three-pointer. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Unloads from 13. Tries again. Pass to Clemens. Kicks it to Rivers. Over Cook. Rivers can't get it to go.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope with the handles to take advantage of his foot speed.
Rocket shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Clemens, covered by Smith. Here's Clemens, and the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. So both teams making some changes here. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Another shot. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, guys, you look at the Rockets, they've been in the midst of a great championship window. A lot of teams have been trying to avoid going for titles against the Warriors. The Rockets have been in win-now mode, very aggressive in trying to get to the top.
Both good from the line that time. And Clark, you have to admire the Rockets for not shying away from the challenge of keeping up with a great team like Golden State.
Yeah, I have great respect for the Rockets, guys, because they've come as close as any team in the West to knocking off the Warriors. You know, they took them to a Game 7 and also had a chance in last season's playoffs when KD was injured. I think you've got to admire their competitive spirit and not backing down.
Right. You're right, Clark. Got a piece of it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Smith's running. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Smith. 14 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, you know, when you give Caldwell Pope any daylight to get his shot off, he's knocking it down. He's a gifted shooter.
Rivers with it. Over Smith. The putback. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Good on the shot.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
To the middle, here's Caboclo. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here is Cook. Smith scanning the floor. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Cook. Sweet little floater. Cook's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Now here's Rivers. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. For 3, Smith. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
They need this. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Rockets with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
Here's Caboclo, covered by Morris. Buries it from 3-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Back to Cook. Stolen by Rivers. Mbamute with it. Now Smith defending. Mbamute can't get it to go. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to McGee. There's the triple. Cook, good.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Passes it to Morris. And again with the rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for J.R. Smith. That free throw good from McLemore. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacked with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
And McLemore kicks to Rivers. No good with the triple.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Cook, the pass to Morris. Here's Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Morris trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. And so here is Houston to the inside. Rivers makes it off the glass.
A decent passer, Blowout knows how to get the ball to his teammates.
Here is Cook. Kuzma outside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. The pass to Mbamute. He kicks it to Chandler. To the wing right side. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
And they sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.